Hello, lurkers. And hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm about to begin a Tales of Arise adventure. And I'm somewhat hesitant to click on this OK button, because as soon as I do, the music video is about to begin, and I don't know whether Twitch likes that particular song or whether it's going to mute me. So let's find out, shall we? Right. Normally I would try and talk over the video a bit. Like, I had to sort of hold myself back, because if that gets muted by Twitch, I'm just going to grab a copy from YouTube and stick it over it and keep the music. So it would have muted me. But what I'll do is, when I know more context about what's going on in that video... Yes. When I know a little bit more context about what's going on, I can watch it again and I'll be like, oh, I know things. But also... dramatic poses. Our hands. Let's click a button before it does that again. What's going on with our hands? Things like that. We could jump over here briefly so you can see. I've done the license. We're playing in English because I don't want. I want to play in English. I was about to say I don't want to read everything out loud, which I guess I would. I wouldn't have to read it out loud because you'd still hear the Japanese. But you know what I mean. There is a download shop. Which I briefly looked at to get rid of the exclamation marks. It's acquiring the data. I didn't realise it would take so long. So you can sort of see their costumes, which I shan't be indulging in time-save strategies. It's like a weird admittal of like, oh, do we have padding in the game? Why, yes we do, but you can turn it off for a price. I've already paid a price. I paid 20 quid for this game. Let's begin a new game, shall we? And I'm not sure which side I should be on, so I might hop about. I have the capabilities. Right, we'll be playing on... Oh, I like this little animation. Well, we'll be playing on normal. It's balanced just right. Oh, now I think I should look this up, actually. Input queuing time. What? I have no map orientation fixed. And we'll be able to change this all later, right? Destination marker story. Off, on. Oh, I see. Yeah, like I can see why you'd want to take that off. Obviously we want that on. Sure. I tell you what, I guarantee...
First aid!
Why don't you play music during this? I can tell.
Demon Fang!
Sighted.
You're mine! You're finished!
Yeah, okay. I agree. Sure, we can play around with that later. I do want to check difficulty because we might not be able to change it. I'll do a cut. Right, I've looked at what people say on the internet, and I'm gonna go for moderate. We can change it later if we need to. Normal might be a bit too easy. Increased combat points, and people play on hard specifically because you get more combat points, so we might bump it up. Input queuing time. It can adjust the queuing time for button inputs when launching attack combos. We'll see. I'll put it on short. It's interesting that that's not recommended, but we'll save and begin with that. I might want it on long. Actually, we should have kept it on long. I might change it. Let's just...
In ages long past, it was believed that Mother Dana was indestructible and everlasting. Rena, on the other hand, was thought to be the domain of the gods, a paradise where the souls of the departed could rest forevermore. Oh, how wrong we were. In the face of Rena's unimaginable technology, its soldiers, clad in huge, shining armor, and its fearsome beasts, known as Zugals.
Zugu.
The prosperity and bounty of Dana all but disappeared overnight. That was 300 years ago. The world of Dana fell under Renan rule, and its new masters split the land into 5 distinct realms. And now today, Orbis Calaglia, one of the Renan's 5 realms. It is ruled over by the tyrant Balsef, Lord of the Fire Master Corps.
He's called Pulsep.
Unrelenting fire scorches this barren wasteland. Dust storms course over the rocks and crags, and no relief is to be found from the oppressive heat.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
The Danon people toil as slaves. Day after day they suffer, under the ruthless oppression of the Renin soldiers, with only one hope of escape. Death. Only in death is their agony finally brought to an end. They have forgotten what it means to be free. So complete is the Renin's domination.
Cool. This is a very pretty game, by the way. So one of the reasons I decided to play this, is just because I wanted something new and fancy, and this looks new and fancy. I've got at least 10 other games I should finish first. But decisions were made. I'm playing this now. That planet's huge. He's got the gem on his hand. Did they all have gems?
Hurry up! You call that pushing? Put some back into it, embedded.
Oh, you rubbish at pushing. You should be better.
Iron Mask?
Why you?
Let me.
Huh. What is this? Some kind of slave support group? Mind your own business, you worthless. All right, third squad. Time to regroup. Go on, get moving.
Hey, wait for me!
He's got main character energy about him.
Thank you, Iron Mask.
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding. We need to get you looked at by Doc.
That bad, huh? Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
It's just not the same if the oppressors aren't Cockneys. Right, there we go. We are Iron Mask. I told you we had destination. It is marked with a star. We can see it right up there. We can move the camera and we can move ourselves. Destination is marked with that. But Cole has something to say. What do you have to say? I'm so sorry, Iron Mask. You got hurt because of me. Don't sweat it, kid. It's not like I felt anything. But that's why Doc tells you to be extra careful, doesn't he? Yes, but at the end of the day, I chose to stick my neck out for you. And I don't regret a thing, so don't sweat it, Carl, okay? Okay, thanks, Iron Mask. Yeah, this looks great. This is actually... I don't have the newest to computers, so... we'll see what it's like in combat, I guess. But this looks amazing. So, which games have I played? Well, most recently I played Tales of Berseria, so I've got like a direct comparison. And Berseria looks great, but this looks like shiny, new. We might turn the destination thing off. The little...
I doubt Doc's gonna like what he sees.
Because that's a bit much in terms of you know, just railroading. But it is an RPG. Outfits. You can change characters' costume, hair, and accessories regardless of their equipped armor. New weapon skins also added when a character acquires a new weapon. Certain scenes, costumes may be temporarily altered. On the costume screen, press Y to save a character's current appearance as a custom set. Oh, that's cool. You get 5. Can't take this mask off. Just got these clothes. And no weapons. That makes a lot of sense. And if you want, there we go. Ah, that's what he looks like. We have the system. We have some unclaimed DLC. Okay. Apparently this is the stuff I got by just buying the game. Unknown, very easy difficulty and unknown difficulty. Okay, well, I guess we'll add those. We won't add those yet. We won't add those opposed viewpoint. We won't add those yet either. I don't know what that is. And yeah, we'll I'm pressing LB and RB and it's doing nothing. Whatever. We can save our game, of course. Cool. I like that it asks me what to do and it tells me what to do in the save. That's interesting. I like that as an idea. It's going to say that until I claim them, I imagine. Field guide. Activity records is where you can check your main story and subquest program. Also lets you view the rewards you get from finishing subquests. You can access these records by directly pressing the D-pad left. Dan and people have been enslaved at the hands of the Renans, and among them is Iron Mask, a man with no face, no memories, nor even a sense of pain, who spends his days protecting his fellow slaves from the rough Renans and occasionally being saved from himself amidst an endless cycle of forced labour and in the Calaganian heat. We also have artifacts, which we just unlocked, I guess. Convey special effects simply by having them, some which serve as bonuses which can be enjoyed after clearing the game. You can toggle these on and off from the artifact effects list. So, unknown. All very easy. What's... okay, very easy. Oh. We have no enemies. Muskgull. Calaglia's largest mine is known for the quality of its ore. Day after day, countless slaves toil here under brutal conditions in order to produce fire astral energy, many of them dying in the process. Iron Mask. A masked Danan slave who suffers from amnesia, unsure of even his own name. All he knows is the rage he feels against his Renan superiors. And there's fucking loads. Oh, I didn't think there'd be fucking loads. Twin worlds, a term used to refer to Dana and Rena together as two parts of a whole. It's rarely used, however. It raises the hierarchy separating them. Okay. For items. Trade clothes. Clothing that's long since... okay, we don't need to read absolutely goddamn everything, John. Cool. So I just want to... so now we can do very easy if we want. And unknown. Cool. We're playing a moderate, aren't we? Let's actually turn that back to long. Okay, over here it seems like it works. So I mean, let's he's green, so I want to know why you're green.
I need to have Doc check me out first.
No, I need to have Doc check me out first. Whatever the dog's brought up.
Ah, you again.
Sorry to trouble you, Doc.
Look after yourself and there'd be no need for sorries, would there? Now sit.
I'm having a hard time eating, Doc. Due to this mask.
So, still unable to remember anything, I take it?
Blank as always. Nothing but that strange dream.
No face, no memories. Unable to feel pain, yet only too eager to take on everybody else's. What will we do with you? Here, let me see. You may not be able to feel pain, but that doesn't mean you can't be wounded, just like everyone else. If you're not more careful, you'll wind up dead without even realizing it one of these days.
I watched another slave die today. More corpses than I care to count.
Unfortunately, that's hardly a rare sight around these parts.
Danans are always dying, and the Renans just watch. How long can this continue? Why doesn't anyone stand and fight?
I know, right?
Keep your voice down, will you?
Oh, sorry, I spoke over him.
If only it were so simple, my friend. There have certainly been uprisings, all right. 3 centuries worth of the damn things. As for all the good they've done, take a look around and judge for yourself. There. That should just about do it. Now, do me a favor and try to stay out of trouble so the wound doesn't open again.
Doc, back when I knew nothing, you were the one who taught me just how things work around here. You know I'll always be grateful for that. But I can't just...
The race is won by the calm and the steady. You're still young. You have time. Wait for the right moment, both for yourself and the world. Work will be wrapping up for the day soon enough. Don't sit around here. Go out and feel the breeze against your skin. Even a slave's entitled to that.
And the sweat upon his brow.
Just do me a favor and keep a low profile, all right? You stand out enough in that mask as it is.
Maybe we should put a mask on the mask.
Guess I'll go back to my room.
Nobody cared until I put on the mask. I was trying to do... Hello, Batman, how are you? I swear I used to be able to do a Bane accent. When Gotham is ashes, then you have my permission to die. See, I'm crap at it now. Try not to cause too much trouble out there. You're already wearing a city hat. The Bright Eye stick these weird stones on the bodies, and then they work us to the bone until we're dead. Oh, I see. They've all got the stone. Do you have a stone? I don't have a stone. As if the routine beatings weren't enough, they're in a really bad mood. They'd like to stick out ziggles on us. Okay, we have a... Look at this. God, I'm very much enjoying how fancy this game looks. Moscow. Well, we clearly want to talk to that important NPC. Oh, I am not allowed. There's a dude in my way. Fair enough. We're going somewhere else. Can we put waypoints on the map? No, we can't.
I'm a slave, just like everyone else here.
You're looking like you're gonna get your ass kicked.
I don't have a spirit core.
Yeah, where's your spirit core?
Memories, for that matter.
And how do you eat?
Not like worrying about it will change anything.
If the last one of you embedded will die. I'm not embedded. Look at my hand. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that star, so let's get rid of that. Destination. Like the subquest, maybe, but let's turn off that one. We already have it on the map. Nope, that's still there. There we go. I just didn't like it on the map. Yeah, what's this effect? There's something going on with the colour. Like there's this really cool painted look to the rocks. I guess it's just resolution I'm not used to.
I should get some rest. how many people have slept in this bed before me. Mine for now, but for how long?
God, resting with a fucking hammer on your head.
Tomorrow's
must be
another
difficult.
day. I guess I should get some shut-eye. I'd better head to work. So I've got business with the freight train today, huh? Great.
No, there's some sort of effect. It's really interesting. It's like desaturated when it's in the distance. There's still loads of detail. Like, I'm not sure what it is. It's like everything's a little bit blurry, but like really detailed somehow. There's a sort of painterly look to it. Oh. Yeah, I assume it's auto demographics. That's interesting. We probably won't want motion blur. I'll keep it on for the time being. Sorry, I'm turning the resolution scale up in the menu because I feel like that won't affect me. What up? I'm going on a freight train, am I? One button. Go off to work. Nope, that was the correct direction.
Great. Time to start another day toiling away for the Renans.
There, this dog.
Am I gonna do this until the day I die?
No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Trying to get to you. Want to know what it is. Okay, it won't let me. I have a jump button, which I appreciate.
Look lively, slaves. Let's see some work around here.
I'm covering up the now loading. It's got. I know that voice.
Zephyr, she's here!
Don't touch her shoulder, whatever you do.
The hell?
I have a ponytail, thank you very much.
Come back!
It's got to be difficult to run in those shoes. There she goes. We'll never see her again. Okay, there is some wibbly woo there that I can take care of.
The girl's nowhere to be found.
This hurts.
Hey, embedded, did you find anything?
Not yet, sir. What do they expect from us on such short notice?
Found her. She's it. She's here. Found her.
Hey, you're...
A main character.
Over there! Don't move!
Go now! Huh? Hurry, get moving!
Stay still! You cost us a lot of trouble, you know.
Now we can do this the easy way or not.
It's just you.
Here they are! Forget the rebels! Focus on the girl! Jump over in the front! Take the girl alive! The bandit's expendable!
Armored soldiers!
Yeah, I forget there's only like 10 voice actors. Well, they look like they're having a very fun time. Be nice when I get to join in.
Idiots! Hey, you two! All right, sir! Come on!
Away you go!
Hope you can jump!
Jumping? I don't understand the concept. Okay, you can't just put a character from Tales of Berseria in Tales of Arise. That's going to be really distracting. Shoo.
You all missed your chance to become Lord. Which means you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balsath! Got that through your skulls? Now hurry up and bring me Shion!
He's called Balseth.
Even the drink's lost its appeal.
Someone's in a bad mood. Lord Wolsey, ruler of Orbis Calaglia. Ah, but it's wild beast you prefer, isn't it? Do forgive me.
Ganabelt Volkiris, what do you want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calaglia. As a fellow lord, I merely thought to ask whether I could be of any assistance to you.
Enough with the false pretense. I can tell a rat when it's sniffing
Ooh,
around.
raid!
Forgive me. I can only imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Thank you for the raid.
Shut up! It's none of your concern.
The crown contest is
He's
proceeding
called
apace.
Balseth.
Quickly, I must say. It won't be long before the victor is crowned as the new sovereign.
I look forward to it. And you can be sure I won't forget our little chat.
Nor will I. Until next time.
So I'll talk more when we're not in a cutscene. Oh, he broke that ball. Probably. That ball is gone. It's having a terrible time. Hello, Skull. Yep, he's called just Balseth. I'm the man in the iron mask. I don't know how I eat. Nobody's or see.
Who are you?
The name's Tilsa. I'm the medical officer for the Crimson Crows. You're in one of our safe houses.
Crimson Crows?
Don't tell me you've never heard of us. We're the Resistance, for the Danon people.
We made that song, Mr.
We
Jones.
get in the way of the Bright Eye's best laid plans.
The Danon Resistance? I didn't know such a thing existed.
Oh, we exist all right. Though I guess we're not as famous as I thought we were. Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask.
Well, I've got an iron mask on. It's very hard to pick up
Take that thing off.
visual information. Or
Yeah.
eat.
Worse is that I don't even know why I'm wearing it. That woman I was with.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she?
The main character.
Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the Slammer as we speak.
You locked her up? Why?
Why? Go take a look for yourself if you're so interested.
Got a helmet on. I can't see shit. Right.
Interrogating her? Just what the hell is going on?
Okay, I can talk now.
I need to go and find out for myself.
Well, I can when he stops talking. So, yes. There we are. Look how fancy. I'm playing a fancy game, the fanciest of games. How was your Beelzebos run? Did you successfully defeat the giant lizard people? Well, not lizard people. They're like dragons, aren't they? Or scaly birds. Awesome. This is Tales of Arise. I do have like I don't know if you've seen the game Matrix, but I'm currently playing at least 15 games now. Golden Idol is a game I do intend to play today, but that's a late in the day game. That's a post tea time game, and I didn't want to play that game, and I didn't fancy playing anything, so I wanted something shiny and new, and this was only 20 quid, and it came out like last year, and you can see, look how fancy it is. It's got all the graphics. I can Ooh. Thank you for the subscription. That works quite well on this screen as well. Tales as old as Arise. Indeed. You've got something to say? If you want to know something, I'll tell you what I can. What is this place? It's the old Xeon Mines, one of the Crimson Crow's safe house. Abandoned mines like this one are pretty commonplace, so we have no shortage of places to hide out. If you want to know something, I can tell you what I can. What are the Crimson Crows? The resistance group in the Bright Eyes. Our goal is to liberate Calaglia, not Caligula. Calaglia. Although we're going to be getting a lot of... That sounds like a different word from Mena. So injuries are a constant thing for us. It's distressing work. We are, of course, I'm amnesiac because I'm playing a JRPG. Distressing work for me as a medic. If you want to know something, I can tell you what I can. And we've just started. There were 2 planets. They're like right next to each other. They're within high-fiving distance. And one is like a slave planet, or at least one of the nations is a slave nation. So we are the oppressed. They call us. They have a word. They'll say it. It's a silly word. The embedded, which I feel like you'd abbreviate pretty quickly to embeds. But they don't. They unwieldily call us the embedded. Who's Zephyr? He's the Crimson Crow's leader. He's not just physically strong. He's got real smarts. He's indispensable to us. If you want to know something, I can tell you what I can. Where's the woman? Just up ahead. Zephyr's interrogating her now. You can check it out if you're curious, but it wouldn't disrupt the interrogation if I were you. If you want to know something, I can tell you what I can. Well, I've been asking you the questions. Who are you fighting? Who else? The Renans ruling over Calaglia. The ones that came down from Lenegis have been giving us hell for the last 3 centuries. Of course, we can't even reach neighbouring towns, much less that one. Current target is Renans in Calaglia and their lord Bolsef. I love that he's called Bolsef. If you want to know something, I'll tell you what I can. I know. I'm good, thanks. There we go. The mysterious woman. Iron Mask awakens to find himself underground. Like, see, we've literally just started. I faff. He awakens to find himself underground, sweet and clean now, after the rain. A hideout belonging to Danon resistant group Crimson Crows, where the woman he met by the freight train is being held She was a magic woman. Where he hears Zephyr is interrogating her. He heads to her cell to check the situation out for himself. Artifacts, enemy info. We've not fought a single goddamn thing. There's some basic controls. We know how to use the map. We understand. I turned off the destination system. I understand the concept of wearing costumes, and those things are also things that exist. I've been playing for 31 minutes. Thank you. I think only 2 people have ever noticed what I mean when I say that. The Xeon mine tunnels have abandoned after it was mined clean of its resources, and the other person was in his 50s. No one ventures down there anymore, though rumor has it it's a resistance organization It has a resistance organization that uses it as a base of operations. It does, because I'm literally there doing the thing. Let's stop faffing and actually play a computer game, shall we? Yeah, so I'm... about 3 months ago, I played 3-4, I don't know, this year. Within the year, I played Tales of Berseria, which is a lot more broadly anime looking than this. This has, like, the graphics... Like those walls, there's like an effect that makes them sort of painterly. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it's doing something. I'm not sure what it is because it's highly detailed. But we still look quite anime. You can't see because he doesn't have a face, but you'll see what I mean. But we're not like Final Fantasy VII Remake, realistic looking. Realistic.
So it wasn't a lie. The slightest touch is like being struck by lightning.
We still be anime.
So you're finally awake, huh?
What's going on here? What did she ever...
Mind your business. So even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted, huh? It doesn't seem to be poison or magic. Is this the reason Balsef's soldiers were after you? For the last several days, Balsef's forces have been getting pretty restless. When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again. And now, we come across Miss Prickly herself.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you? Miss Shion Imaris?
My god!
That's her name? You mean she's...
Princess?
You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. This lady's got herself a surname, which means one thing.
Ah, fair enough.
Our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renan's soldiers. So then, why?
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. After all, aside from the clothes they wear, there's only one way to tell a Danon from a Renan, and that's whether their eyes light up or not. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
There's 2 planets, Danon and Renan.
Talk for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Yeah, big talk.
Look, you see the stoner people embedded in me? And there isn't one. Because we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind. This scar's a reminder not to rest until every last one of you is...
We Danons may not be capable of using astral arts, but it looks like those thorns of yours won't do you much good in escaping here either.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone who comes near you, that's one hell of an ability.
You're wrong. You think this curse is some kind of great ability?
Oh, it's really distracting that they used a voice actor that was in a different Tales game.
Fair enough. All I know is Balsef must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why...
An ambush!
They must have tracked us down. Evacuate as planned. Hurry.
Those are the worst type of bushes.
If she gives you any trouble, wave a spear in her face.
I got it.
Hey, Iron Mask. Sorry, but right now it's everyone for themselves.
What about you?
I'm going to welcome our guests. Don't go dying on me.
Oh yeah, also Iron Mask can't feel pain. I've got a dull sword, a rusted longsword with a blade badly in need of repair. Fighting with it is more like using a blunt weapon rather than a bladed one. Well, I shall be the...
Enemy attack!
An ambush. Renans are here?
Okay, I've got myself my dull sword. There we go. Wants me to save my game, so I shall.
I have to find an exit and get the hell out of here.
If the Bright Eyes arrest you and try and make a rat out of anyone, you have two options. Either break out, find a way to keep quiet permanently. No, not the dogs. Something. You can't get out this way, you have to hurry and find another exit. I found one, it's over here.
Anyone who can fight, grab a weapon! Damn! How'd they find out about this place?
Have these kinds of battles been going on this entire time? I just didn't know.
Sword's just floating at his back.
Stop right there! Oh, it's just a Danon. You there! Where's the Renin girl who was here?
Well,
Spit it out! I want an answer, Insurgent!
How's this for an answer? Go to hell!
You dare address a Renin armored soldier that way? I'll show you embedded!
I don't even have anything in my arm. Level 6 Calaglia armored swordsman. If I press RB, I'll perform a normal attack. At first, I can string up to 3 normal attacks together, but by learning certain skills, limit can be increased. Characters also attack mid-air after jumping. Art's a special act. Yeah, game. Tell me all this all at once. I didn't need this separated out into 3 different tutorials. Nah, just tell me everything at once. Arts. I've got an arts gauge. It's called an AG. You press the Y and you press the X or the A, and the things are assigned to the buttons. That's interesting. Not B. I guess that means I can. That's a jump button. While AG is gradually restore automatically, it will restore more slowly when attacking. Okay, I've got an attack button. I think that's new as well. Now that I think about it. Evading. I press the L button. Push L and press RT to evade an attack. I feel like this definitely needed to be separated. Okay. RB. Buttons. L and RT. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna hit you with my sword. Okay. So I like queue up. Okay, but I can... Oh, he hit me! Okay. L... No, oh fuck. Get away. Okay. Also, I can do this. Yeah, you're not in the air, but I am. And I can... Mirage! Okay, cool. I push L... I'm trying to evade. Let me evade. How does evade work? Do I have to... I am not understanding the evade. Does it mean to press down? Okay, no, I figured it out. I was pressing the wrong button. You don't... Yeah. Cool. Swallow blade. Oh. Alright, cool. I killed that guy.
I actually beat one of those Renin soldiers.
Oh, I like the results.
Keep going. I have to survive this no matter what.
How much health do we have? Dull sword. I don't know. Maybe we automatically get healed. Who knows? Always go the wrong way first. Those are the rules. Because you get shiny things. Like apple gel. Delicious apple gel. It's delicious apple gel. What's going on? Don't try to take on any armored... I've done it. I've already won. I'm the king at being winner of one combat. He's got a dog.
Gotta break through. You got spirit. Swallow blade. Rising wyvern.
Roll, roll.
Take this. Here I come. Swallow blade. You're mine. Slash. Rising wyvern. Mirage.
Alright, so some good news is the combat is immediately more interesting than Berseria's combat. Oh shit, I've run out. Just having the jump and the roll, that's great. I don't know how the fuck it works when you have 4 people on the screen, but at the cost of one of the attack buttons, it's fine because like there were too many attacks in the last game, and I never ever like knew which attack was ever going to come out. I didn't learn them. Falling dog.
We won.
I love the results screen actually being out here. That's great. Not having a separate moment for it.
Shion V. Mayor Imaris Daymore. I hereby detain you in the name of His Excellency Lord Bulseth.
Damn it!
Throw down
I was
your
so
weapon.
close.
She has gun.
What the? You've got some kind of death wish? Those are armored soldiers you're...
Shut up and get out of here while you still can!
Step aside, slave. These are Renan affairs you're meddling in.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides, I don't much feel like being indebted to a Danon.
Fine, suit yourself.
Yes, he's totally a Danon. Combos! Combos are actions strung together with no gaps. Normal attacks have a set limit, while arts can continue till AG runs out. Normal attacks can count separately on the ground and in the air. Using an art to go between them can thus extend a combo. Diminishing returns of combos, though. If the same art is used multiple times within 4 actions, its penetration will decrease. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Enemies will recover from it sooner continuously. Doing so will raise the penalties. So it wants me to mash.
Word to the wise, I call my own shot. Just stay out of my way and we'll get along quite well.
Kinda new for me if you hadn't noticed. Don't expect any promises. Rising wyvern!
Help me, lady.
Rising wyvern!
Here I go. Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you possibly gain from helping a Renan like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renans. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
Why don't you have great love for Renans? What the fuck have Renans done to you?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
At this point, if he's a Danon, that's a bigger twist than if he's not.
But you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah, it's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
How'd you eat?
I see.
So where to next?
Is it like a straw situation?
Right, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for?
What's interesting is, so I know that voice, because she's in...
We're going in.
Shion. I've forgotten her name in Tales of Berseria, because she's a witch skits. Oh, there's a skit.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
How'd you eat?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me.
It's almost as if he's not
I don't
one.
remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
So do you just have to awkwardly...
You've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Danans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask.
Well, I mean,
That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renan rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
Is there an RPG in this visual novel? Okay, 2 things. One, you say not mask or no mask, but like, you're the only person with a mask. You don't have examples of them fighting people with masks on. 2, so yeah, her voice. I've forgotten her name because it's like 4 syllables in the last game. But I said, when I couldn't remember, I know her voice from Persona 5 because she plays Sakura, and I know her voice from Final Fantasy VII Remake because she plays Jessie. But at the time I couldn't remember, so I said, like, I can't remember. She's kind of got a Kim Cattrall quality to her voice, and she's leaning away from her accent in this game. The other thing I mentioned before at the start, but nobody was here, is if you go back to Tales of Berseria, it's a lot more anime. There's a lot, like, if you look at his skin, you can see there's like detail rather than just like plain white. And like everything in this game looks like that, right? Everything just has a lot of detail, even if it looks a bit painterly and smudged because of an effect they've got on. And so this looks a lot better, but also looks a tiny bit generic. Like, it's really hard to describe why, especially the characters. Like her especially, she looked...
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
Why are you wanted by Renans?
Waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Well, am I confusing the Danans with the Renans? Oh, and sometimes it's just literally anime.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
His voice I recognize as well.
Apprehend the traitor. Slaughter the rest.
Well, they do have guns.
Look out!
Sion! Sion!
Anime's happening right now.
A blazing sword. But how?
The Master Core. He was embedded within her all along.
Oh,
No matter. Kill her if you have to. Just retrieve the core.
it's just floating in front of the screen. It's really weird. Yeah, I've got a shiny face and an even shinier sword. Are we the baddies? No, we're not. They're evil soldiers. Oh, it's lightsaber logic. Oh, because it came from the core. Okay. Okay, that does look like it's floating in front of the screen. I'm sorry, game. So, they've also got lots of fire effects in this game. Look at his arms.
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Huh?
It's one of my healing arts.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry. You're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
The blazing sword.
Oh no, I'll just put the controller down, shall I?
It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention those flames bursting from you.
They only hit my master core, so I'll be fine. And the flames weren't even hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy.
But they burnt his arms.
Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you. I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
I'm not sure that's ironic.
You wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what? All I need right now is power. And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
Blazing sword!
As long as you get what you're after, do you?
Don't talk like you know me.
You... You're right. I don't get you. I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves have never had a choice in whether we lived or died.
I befriended someone. Never mind. Hang on.
I'm escaping.
Wrong button.
I know, right?
Okay. Zephyr has teamed up with your party. Xian's fighting style. Xian specializes in gun-based long-range strikes and astral arts. Use her to hit enemies from safe distances. And use the healing arts on allies with low HP. Healing arts cost CP to use 9 in total. When auto mode is enabled, Xian will primarily target flying and astral art wielding enemies, as well as their foes with lower HP during combat. There's a little bit of darkness here I need to fix. Arts with healing and support effects consume cure points in addition to AG. Cure points is shared among cure points across the party and can be restored of items by staying at inn and campground. It can be raised by leveling up, finding specific items. So yeah, Tales of Berseria never ever stopped doing these tutorials. All the way through the goddamn game, it kept adding things. And halfway through, I just like, they meant nothing to me halfway through the game. These are kind of important because it was like, oh, we have two people on the screen now. We can't actually see, oh, we can see the arts now. The art settings screen. So the way Berseria worked is you had 4 buttons and you could keep, each button had a queue of 4 arts, which meant that everyone had 32 powers each, and you could switch them around. And like, so if you keep doing, say, A, it would do one attack, then the second, and the third, and the fourth. But like, if you pressed A, then B, it would do the first A and then the second B. And I'm like, I'm never ever going to remember 32 slots times 6 because there's 6 people on your team. So I'm glad they appear to have reduced that at least and given me an attack button and a roll button. I like, that seems like a good idea. And I've got other things to say, but I can assign arts you've learnt to the different buttons. 3 arts to use while on the ground, plus an additional 3 in the air. 6 equipable arts. So that's a drastic reduction. But also, yeah, I'm not remembering fucking 32 different things. So for per character, press LT or RT to inspect the arts. You have available characters that are set to auto can use all of their arts, but if you press X to uncheck an art if you wish for them to avoid, you can cast healing arts from the screen as well. Okay, so we have what? A Swallow Blade. Oh, we only have 2. And we have Mirage. That makes sense. Yeah, so this screen existed in the other game, and this screen literally had 32 of these fucking boxes rather than 6. Okay, cool. Just remove them. Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll put Mirage there on the A, so I get a different button to press. And yeah, I like that you can just unselect them. So first aid, resurrection, Magna Ray. And she can't do anything in the air, so stop even trying. Right, what else? We have health now. We have a ponytail. Vitally important that we have a ponytail. So dull sword, ragged clothes, no accessories. We have an infantry rifle, white one piece, and no accessories. Strategy. Strategy is determined on how your party operates because we won't be able to control people. We can only control one person at a time. Press Y to view details of each strategy and adjust them. Up to 4 strategies can be saved during battles. Open the menu. Press Y to switch between them. Party members fight autonomously? Autonomously? Is that a word? But their use of recovery support arts and items is determined by your strategy in the detailed settings screen. You can set up the various things in various situations. So there's a little bit of programming. Okay. Items can be used. That's good. I appreciate that because in Berseria nobody ever fucking healed and it was a nightmare in some fights. Items can be used on characters that can control. So to do so, open the menu and press the item and do the things. Okay. So, the fire moderation seems reasonable. Although I can just do my own. Oh, we'll make a new one at some point. Can I just make my own? Can I just add one? Like, I can change the name. Like, I like the idea that I can change the name of Don't Do Anything to do a bunch of stuff. Actually, I think if I don't... if I don't understand why I can't just make names, then give me another slot. You know what? I'll just trust that it makes sense. We'll investigate that later. My mask, clothes, with no attachments. We have this ponytail. There we go. Activity records. Teaming up with Zephyr. Oh, we remember that. News arrives, sudden Renan attack. Okay, Renan's with the villains. Sorry, that's why he had no love for them. Zephyr and the others hatch an escape plan as they drag Shion with them, whose cursed thorns appear when anyone touches her, inflicting searing pain. In order to survive, Iron Mask takes up his sword once again. As it turns out, it's teaming up with Zephyr. Renans are keen to recover the Fire Master core, and then the Fire Nation attacked. That Shion stole from Bolsef. The blazing sword that Iron Mask draws from it clears them away, but not without burning his hand. Shion heals. Together with her and Zephyr, the trio head off to reunite with the other Crimson Crow members who ran ahead. We have Wolf. Look at this wolf. Can I rotate the? Let me rotate the wolf, you bastards. Wolf, they're called Ziggles. I love that they're called Ziggles. Deployed in Calaglia, that charges and bites the enemies with its sharp teeth and claws. Though regularly dispatched to assist men and armored soldiers for its speed, packs of strays can also be found roaming Dana, and they're all good boys. Calaglia armored swordsman. A Renan armoured soldier stationed in Calaglia. Their armour not only keeps them well defined, but it looks cool as fuck. Right? But also makes them mobile enough to. How the fuck does that make them mobile? Also makes them mobile enough to wield enormous swords. So much, in fact, that they can swing their swords effortlessly with tremendous force. Cool. We've been playing for an hour and a half. We've fought 2 types of enemies. Actually, we've been playing for an hour. I've just faffed for 20 extra minutes. We've only been, yeah. I love that it's called Gold. Oh, the sheer gall. Who needs to know this information? I found 0 owls, and I'm gutted. I assume we eat the owls because we have 38 recipes and 38 owls, 2 and 2 together. That means we clearly eat the owls. Cure points, I know about that. Combat difficulty, I understand. Saving and loading, I get skits. So, so that's what I was going to say. So, I've played like 4. So, I within this year, I played Tales of Berseria. When it came out, I did play Tales of the most famous one. I've forgotten its name. List of Tales games. Tales of Symphonia I played. And this looks very different from Tales of Symphonia. But it had the 4 things. And Tales of Fantasia I played on a SNES emulator. And it was like 4 people fighting sideways. They didn't add a 3rd dimension until later. Anyway. Click back on the screen. Anyway, Tales of Symphonia had the skits, but there were anime faces and writing, and that's all it was. And occasionally they'd zoom in and out. They were never confident enough with their graphics to just use them like these comic panels. Parameters: HP, level, AG. Don't die. Got it. Art screen. Equipment, strategies, party leader. It'll probably teach me that, but I can switch party leader. Recovery. Don't let people die. Good points. Okay. Glossary. We have a glossary. So we have Zephyr, leader of the Calaglian Resistance Organization, and Crimson Crows, the group's emotional pillar. It's important to have one of those. Battle-proven warrior capable of holding his own against even Renan armored soldiers. Bolsef is the Lord of Calaglia in pursuit of Shion, who has stolen his master core. His real name is Owolzi Teldillis, though he's more commonly goes by Bolsef. Bolsef means wild beast, which I think we all know. Dana, Danan, the homeworld under tyrannical rule ever since the Renan invasion of 3 centuries ago. Much of its indigenous culture has been lost to the ages. I'm hoping for a big tree, but that was the plot to Tales of Symphonia, so it might not happen. The Danans, indigenous inhabitants after suffering 300 long years under Renan subjugation, most have forgotten the idea of freedom ever existed. I know what a slave is. A subservient status given to the Danans by their Renan oppressors. Danans' lives are filled with breaking. Yes, I did say lives. Breakbacking labour. Barely a second thought afforded to when they die. Embedded, a derogatory term used by Renans to refer to Danans under their control. It originates from stone-like cores embedded into the backs of slaves' hands. I still say that would be abbreviated to embeds, or just embs, even possibly. So if I press X right now, I can switch who I'm playing as. Cool. I know I've been faffing. We're playing on short. Okay. We'll see what long is like. What the long inputs like. We'll play as him one more time. I have been. Get away from the mine! We'll walk away. I've been faffing. The Renans. People of Renan stock. Who ancestors did something. Oh, look, it's all burning. It's on fire. Planets! Big planet. It's kind of a fiery place, though. A logo. It's the land of brimstone and swirling ash. Orbis Calaglia.
That's
big.
Glanymede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef.
Glanymede.
Ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down.
Buddy, I've got a metal helmet on. Yeah, Glanymede.
The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Glanymede and Triton, I imagine.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to hit.
If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
The dogs are called Zoogles. Starting and ending battles. Oh, I like that you can do this. Somebody had a smart idea. Oh fuck, I missed all these ones. No, I'll read them later. Okay. Fight the doggos. Okay, so I've changed it to long. Oh, we've got him helping. Changing controls during combat. If I press that button there, while in menu, it's going to do this. I can make it semi-auto manual. And if you do on auto, the game just plays itself. Casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manuals. Okay. What? No, I don't want to change any of this. I'm using a controller game.
Don't go charging off like that.
Rising Wyvern!
Touch cannon!
Swallow Blade!
Don't let them form a pack.
Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
See ya!
Rising Wyvern!
Touch cannon!
You're mine.
Take this! Strike! Slash!
How's this?
Swallow Blade!
That was almost too easy.
Well, I didn't notice any difference. I'm just gonna go into system, set that to short because it's probably better. I don't know. Fires him. No, actually, we'll fight his half a bit.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't?
I'm fighting the golem! You can't stop. Oh no, hang on. We still have to play as him.
Rising Wyvern!
Oh, we have a roll button as well.
See ya!
Rising Wyvern!
Circle and bring them down!
Yeah, I understand.
How's this?
Mirage!
See ya! Talent Storm! Touch cannon!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Got your back. I see a ladder. Where's the ladder? Oh, it's this. Climb. Why don't our players are in combat? Maybe we can't change. I've got an antidote rock. It keeps microbes at bay. It breaks down toxins. Storing it together with food makes the food last longer.
Stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Get rock. Got it. Understood. Let's have a look at the map. We are somewhere. We're there? No, we're there. Where's that? Good. Box. Grab box. I have a life bottle.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
I like...
I'll remember that.
Like the incidental chat? Can we be the third dude? How do I change? Nope.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal?
Can we have medals?
Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Is he the boss? Can I be the boss? I want to be the boss. Camping out. Resting at a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you previously viewed. Okay, what about one?
We should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make
Just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Zoogles!
Ah, don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Right, yes, we could, what a weird place to be like, go on, you should buy things. Buy things. Never stop buying things from us. You've gone to a campfire. Buy the download the things. We'll integrate it in the game. Buy more. And look, if I want to look like the Sword Art Online, the worst anime, I can. That's a thing that's... Sure, game. Ruin the people who are in the game just because you want me to buy more stuff. I'll be right back. I'm going to put on the Crimson Crow's... They'll remember. We'll reminisce about the Crimson Crow's assault. I won't be long. Although I guess I have to put the BRB thing on the screen.
Grenar!
Zephyr, she's here!
The hell?
Come back!
Right, I have returned. I don't know why I literally just now only just thought of putting the BUI back over where my face would be. I just didn't want to cover the screen, but like I think I'm going to keep it there. I think that's good. Let's hear about Zephyr's teaching, shall we?
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But...
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
A Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Damn it, he stopped he stopped talking as soon as I walked off the screen. I wanted to grab the other light, because there's some weird wibbly woo. Although I don't think this light has power, so I don't... Oh, it does have power, cool. Make sure the light is low. That's probably enough. Just facing downwards like that. Just need a little bit of... We'll face upwards. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's, rest, shall we? Oh, no, we've got another conversation to have. Maybe...
You don't have a scar on your hand.
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit course, right? But Your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
He never had one.
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
Is it?
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, that's the green screen, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. So you can't see, but like that's how I know when there's conversations queued up. And I'm like, can I just have this at the next camp? I don't know, because maybe the conversation won't be there. I've never really understood the system of like giving me the opportunity not to listen to cutscenes. Obviously, I have to listen to them, so I've got to do them all straight away. Like,
So this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
okay, we are done. I'm not sure which side I'm supposed to be on.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are two things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renin have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the Lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renin. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the two of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renin Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
So one thing I did notice during that cutscene is... Ah! Sorry, I'll mention that in a second.
I've gotta hurry.
I have spooky dreams. Is that you can see her eye through her hair. So when she's facing sideways like that, and it's covering her eye up, you can still see her eye. Because if you look at sub-anime pictures, they draw the eye on top of the hair.